Hola, bienvenidos a mi canal La Tejonera, soy el Tejón y hoy seguimos con The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Espero que lo paséis bien, que os echéis unas risas y sobre todo que disfrutéis, que es lo más importante. Y sin más dilación, comenzamos. Bueno, gente, eh, un momentito que me baje la voz. A ver... Vale, así mejor. Ay, no puedo gritar mucho, que son las 6 de la mañana. Bueno, las 5. Y nada, he madrugado porque no me puedo dormir. Joder, me duele el costado izquierdo. No sé por qué. Habré dormido en mala postura. En fin, pues eso. Que he madrugado para grabar una horita. Porque hoy a la mañana me toca madrugar. Bueno, valga la redundancia. Me tocaba porque ya he madrugado. Mucho más de lo que tenía que madrugar. Pero bueno. Y como me he despertado a las 4 y no podía dormir, pues digo, mira, me levanto, grabo el capítulo de hoy para mañana. Y así luego cuando vuelva, que volveré con sueños seguramente y cansado, pues no tengo que aguantar a la fuerza despierto para grabar el capítulo porque ya lo tendré hecho. Así que esa es mi intención. Habíamos llegado a KAER con Uma y vamos a intentar hacer aquí unas misiones que tenemos. Ayuda a Jennifer a arreglar el megascopio, habla con Lambert sobre el viaje al círculo de los elementos o encuentra a Esk y le ayuda a cazar coliendido. Vale, vamos a por el coliendido lo primero, que nos ha jodido la entrada. Nos ha pegado un susto y se lo vamos a devolver con otro susto de muerte, pero esta vez él no lo va a poder contar. Vale. Stardy estaba dentro, ¿no? Sí.
Let's go.
Mira, aquí tenemos hasta un TP.
Must be Eskel's prints. No one else has left the keep recently. That's it, Roach. Not so fast, Roach. Faster.
Ah, está ahí arriba.
That's his horse. What's its name? Scorpion? Beautiful animal. Eskel made camp here. Looks like he planned to stay outside a while. hoof prints. A goat. Interesting. Rocks. Tracks end here. Great. Could try to follow my nose. Can't smell Eskel, but there is the goat. Just gotta find a sample of its scent.
Que habrán ido para arriba 100%, pero no encuentro el tufo de la cabra.
Bits of bark. Looks like Eskel's goat rubbed against this tree.
Vale, ya tenemos el
goat
tufo.
hair. Ugh, the stench.
Vale, ya está. Sabía que iba a ser para arriba, ¿no? Lo más seguro, pero bueno. Hay que hacerlo bien. Epa, por aquí.
Eskel's tracks. The nose knows.
Y ahora
Didn't tie itself to this stake.
supongo que se activa la cinemática. Porque justo llegamos y llega el Eskel.
Guess it works for witchers as well.
Querido amigo Eskel, qué grande. Es nuestro compañero y hermano brujo de la escuela del lobo.
As for forked tails, bait them thusly. Pound a stake in the soil, bind a goat to it, then hide ye in near to shrubbery post haste.
Brother Adalbert's Bestiary, page 82. See, your memory's back in full, and sharp as ever in spite of your years.
You're as old as I am, wise guy. Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Good to finally see you again.
You too. How are things?
Same old, same old. Another day, another drowner.
That it?
I'm a simple witcher, Wolf. Don't fight dragons, don't fraternize with kings, and don't sleep with sorceresses. Unlike some.
Estoy tratando de limitar esta bien sinceras. Considérate afortunado, la verdad. Pero es que esta es buenísima. Voy a darle a esta.
Try to limit myself to the sorceresses from now on.
No doubt the most pleasant part. Though I'm not sure it ain't the most dangerous, too. Shh. Hear that? Incoming.
There it is.
I see it.
Picked a bad day to leave its nest.
Big bastard!
We can handle this.
Damn it! It's taking off! Hit the wings! Foul, overgrown reptiles. Hate it when...
Not scared to leave the horse down below? Forktail could decide to have at him.
Scorpion's a warhorse. A purebred Kedwenny. He'll be fine. Have I told you how I got it?
Bleeding heavily.
From an artery. Blood's light-colored. Can't fly much further. The old hen she cackled. She cackled on the fence. The old hen she cackled. And she ain't cackled since.
What's that song?
Some old hill folk tune. Perfect for hiking. My mom sang it to me.
You remember her?
Just that silly song. Nothing else.
En serio tenemos que volver aquí, tío. Otra vez.
Landed here.
Not very gracefully. Look at the tracks. We broke its wing, I think.
Ah, mira, se ha venido aquí.
flare, looks like.
Good. Means it's done fleeing. Gonna make a stand. All right, let's collect the spinal fluid and get out of here. Cut into its back, just below the skull.
Yen tell you why she wants this?
Mean you don't know? And that, doesn't bug you?
Of course it does. Don't see us lifting the curse without her, though.
We could have gone to Triss for help.
Put it to you this way. If Yen can't help Uma, we can always go to Triss. She won't hold it against us. But if we'd done it the other way around...
There'd be hell to pay.
Exactly. Enough of this talk. Let's go.
Vale, pues sí. Los unos mejorados. Bien. Tenemos ya... Estamos empezando con la armadura del lobo, que me gusta. Aunque me gustaría terminar la del oso mejorada. Pero bueno, si encontramos la del lobo aquí, que seguramente los componentes... Bueno, hay algunos componentes de la del lobo que están en Skellige. Porque pone Skellige. Espera, a ver si por aquí hay algo más. No, aquí estaría guay un cofre todo guapo, pero bueno. Venga, vámonos. No hay nada más.
Hey, what do you say to a little race? Maybe see who's faster, Roach or Scorpion. And who's the better rider.
Not really a challenge, because I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself. First to KAER MORHEN wins!
Let's go!
Slow down! You'll break your neck!
Uy, casi la liamos,
Finally. Took you a while.
Saddle kept sliding.
Not a crappy show dancer out there who doesn't blame her shoes.
You're a fucking show dancer. But one who's damn good on horseback. Didn't wager anything, but can't help thinking you deserve a prize.
Si insistes, no te voy a decir que no,
Since you insist.
Here, use it wisely.
A ver quién nos ha dado. Botas de montaraz. Bueno, ni tan mal, ¿no? Vamos a ver si estas botas son mejores que las que llevamos. Sí. Pues para adentro. Vale, let's go para adentro. Qué chula está esta fortaleza. Cuando estuviese recién construida, debió de ser una gran fortaleza. Como mogollón de gente viviendo. Y todo eso, qué chulo. No estoy looteando porque lo que nos ocupa principalmente ahora es todos los patios que tiene y prepatios de armas, ¿sabes? Está muy chulo. O sea, defensivamente está muy bien. Tiene patio, patio interior, patio exterior, muralla, muralla exterior. Está muy guay. Bueno, vamos para adentro. Coño, ¿qué es este bicho? Será un... Sí, un
Look
vampiro.
at the fire.
Leaking again.
Now look
Damn
here.
it.
Pupils functioning normally.
Mira, está Lambert aquí.
What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
Realize that monstrosity, as you put it, might be Ciri.
Yeah, I heard.
Mind showing a bit of sympathy?
I call him like I see him. That's how I am.
No quiero discutir con él.
Know what? Never mind. Not gonna argue with you.
Right, no time to lose. The monstrosity awaits.
Lambert.
Oh, sorry. The potential Cirilla.
Qué tonto es, me encanta.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous white wolf at my side. So, you ready?
Vale.
No reason to wait. Let's go.
Oh, meant to tell you. Can't get to the Circle through the mountains. Rockslide blocked the pass last spring.
So we approach from the pond side, like when we did the trial of the medallion?
Exactly. Remember the way?
Not easily forgotten that.
He who returns with his medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate him?
Yeah. Old man can't stand it.
Esto hay
Sabora's
que
breach.
curarlo,
Patch
o
it
sea,
up.
arreglarlo.
Vesemir'd like to. Doesn't bother me, though. Not expecting anyone to lay siege, and this way I got a shortcut to the pond.
Shame those Salamander assassins didn't punch a few more holes in our walls.
Or finish the job and reduce these ruins to rubble.
Uy, iba a tirarme a la izquierda y es por la derecha.
Been thinking. We gonna swim across the pond?
No, I got a boat moored there. You know, for fishing.
Supongo que es por aquí, ¿no? Vamos, hijo, que es para hoy. ¿A que me he equivocado y no es por ahí? Y no es por aquí. Me he venido arriba.
Wow, never took you for the fishing type.
I use bombs. I drop them in and scoop up whatever floats to the surface.
That makes sense.
Geralt?
Damn, you're ugly.
Nice shot. Hunting's almost a diversion. Gotta get you one.
Come on.
Geralt?
Let's go.
Geralt? Geralt?
Tell me about Vesemir. Things any better between you?
Geralt? Seems so. Old man's dropped the moralizing, and I try not to piss him off too often.
Working out well?
Moderately. Castle's pretty big. Easy to stay out of each other's way.
Ahora, otro TP.
Damn it! Moored it right here, I swear.
Line must have come loose.
Really? Here I thought the boat untied itself to go for a jaunt on its own. Damn it. In this fog, we'll never...
There a storm before I arrived?
Let me think. Yeah, 5 days passed.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes.
Pero ahora sin empujar.
Drowned corpse. Whatever mutilated it sure wasn't human.
Coño, eso no lo había visto, tío. Pero ha sido sin querer.
Geralt?
No te escapes, puto.
Damn, you're ugly. Water hag.
Great. Last thing we needed.
Oye, puta bruja de mierda, ¿puedes dejar de hacerme focus? Gracias.
All right. Cave entrance is just opposite, see it? Gotta sail across the pond, go through the cave, climb Troll's Head, and we're there.
Doesn't seem like such an ordeal now, does it?
No. Still gives me the shivers, though. You know only 2 boys returned from my group?
You were the ones who ran into old Spear Tip in the caverns, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's still gnawing at you?
Gnawing? No. Straight old pisses me off. What the fuck was that trial for? Most who returned from the Circle of Elements died within a year in some swamp, hunting drowners for a crown 30 a head. So exactly what was the point?
Ought to ask Vesemir.
Oh, I have. Many times. Believe you me.
Let's go. Jump in the boat.
All right. I'm taking the tiller, though.
Because?
'Cause it's my boat, not up for discussion.
Encanta. A ver, la brujita del agua, por favor.
Make this boat yourself?
Yeah. Something you don't like about it?
Besides the water up to our ankles? Nothing.
Quit whining. It'll make it across the lake.
Provided we don't smash into something first. Barely see the tip of my nose.
Eso es verdad, hay mucha niebla, ¿eh?
Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you for a poet.
Oh, but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
Fall off a bit. Sails fluttering.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs. Right, almost there.
El viejo punta de lanza. Ya me acuerdo de esta misión.
Ready for the caverns?
Almost. Before we go inside,
Ugh, drink a dose of cat, I know. Any more words of wisdom, like step softly or you'll wake old Spear Tip?
old Spear Tip's still down there?
Yeah, he is. Unless he's done us a favor and killed over on his own. Could come at us at any moment.
How'd the rhyme go? Old Spear Tip's a deep sleeper.
Wake him up and you'll sleep deeper. Come on.
Hear that? Sounds like a kid.
You know this valley's uninhabited except for us. It's gotta be an illusion.
What if it's not?
Whatever you want to do.
Vale, ya sé lo que es. Pero venga, vamos.
We'll investigate, just in case.
You know, Vesemir's right. You do poke the damn hive, almost always. Fine. Let's go.
Ah, pues es un
Hey,
chaval.
little guy. It's all right. You're safe now.
No! No!
Fine. Consider yourself vindicated. You were right.
Well, well, what do you know?
We can talk about that later. Got the foglets to take care of now. You're not gonna let this drop anytime soon, are you?
No, I will not. In fact, whole world should hear about the time the famed Geralt of Rivia was duped like a child. Think we ought to get Dandelion to write a ballad about it. How's that sound?
Me encanta.
Dandelion should sing about you instead. Lambert, the smart-ass witcher.
Better that than naive. Smartasses live longer.
Changing subjects. Did I see right? Was that boy...
Yeah, one of ours. Must have drowned during his trial. Foglets remembered his voice and appearance.
Charming. Let's get out of here.
Needn't ask me twice. In fact, I didn't even want to come here.
Lambert, enough.
Claro, es que ahora cada vez que te tomas una poti, porque nos lo hemos subido, te cura 300 de vida, creo que era, o no sé cuánto. Bueno, 300 o no sé, la verdad no sé cuánto exactamente. Ya lo miraremos, pero eso. Que con una nueva perk que nos hemos puesto...
Bones. Pulverized.
Mm-hmm. Old Spear Tip's never been kind to guests.
Shit, too damn high.
Not if I give you a boost. Remember? Part of the trials.
A witcher is a lone hunter.
But even a lone hunter can use a helping hand sometimes. Vesemir.
Ready? Oh, you fat fuck.
1, 2, 3. You're no feather either. Come on, let's go.
Geralt? Wall looks a little shaky. Ours, maybe?
We need to be quiet. Old Spear Tip could do without a warm welcome from Old Spear Tip.
Mind not stomping like that.
Relax. I slip. Something tells me he's not gonna like this.
What?
Something fell in my eye. Splinter, I think.
Hope it wasn't from a broken mirror. That'd make you even nastier.
Ha ha. Hear that?
Mm-hmm. Old Spear Tip's looking for us already.
Quiero ver qué hay por aquí. Antes de seguir. Vale, parece que no hay nada.
Place reeks of mold.
What did you expect? Scent of violets?
Would have been nice.
Just lost the element of surprise.
Couldn't care less. I'm up for the challenge.
fácil.
You gonna live?
Probably.
Si no has hecho nada.
Let's get out of here.
Wait. That's for Voltaire, you whore son.
Voltaire. Who's that?
Don't remember? Little guy. A scar on his chin right here.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
All we can do now. Never made it out of here. Let's go.
Ojo de cíclope, creo que era. A ver, vamos a lootear la sala. Puede que haya cositas. Sí, hay lootecito por aquí.
Geralt?
Vale, por aquí. ¿Es donde hemos caído o no? Me quiere sonar que no, ¿ves? Mira, 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 mira. Ojo, peligro, cuidado, ¿eh? Buah, menos mal que no tengo sobrepeso, que si no. Vale. Pues ahora sí, que sí, ya nos podemos ir. Un momento. ¿Y aquí qué hay? Ah, la salida. Ah, no, aquí no hay nada. Ah, sí, 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 por aquí, por aquí, por aquí.
Oh. Good to be back above ground.
Mm-hmm. Still trouble ahead.
You mean the trolls? They're in for trouble, not us.
Don't know who you're trying to impress. Tough guy stuff's just not working on me.
Look who's talking. Vesemir told me about that job you did for those Nilfgaardians in Velen. What? What are you doing?
Killing monsters.
Ese es del
Just came
tráiler.
out that way. Come on.
Ese es del tráiler del videojuego, que seguro que muchos de vosotros ya lo habréis visto. Está muy guay. Y le he hecho referencia a eso. ¿Qué coño?
See him shit and run soon as he saw us?
Mm-hmm. Never known a troll to do that.
Míralo, míralo, que se va corriendo, tú.
Witches is to walk no more. Stops. This mountain, Trolley Mountain. Troll Mountain. Huh? Oh. Hi! This Troll Mountain.
You talk to these idiots.
Stay calm. We just want to get to the circle.
Witches is thing one say, thing two do, thing three do, sometime.
Enough! Out of my way, dimwits, or I'll grind you to gravel. Understand?
Mm-hmm. They understood all right. Congrats.
Run for the cave! Before they stone us to death!
¿Y ahora qué? Ah, esto.
We rock throws. Yous goes no far more. Witches is understand it?
We understand it, but we still gotta get to the Circle of Elements.
Listen, but we trolls come no to Witchessy Castle. Rocks lots there. Pretty rock.
Enjoying this little chat? Cause it's not getting us anywhere.
I'm talking. Fact is, you know as much about negotiating as they do about grammar. We're not here to hurt you. We don't want to touch your rocks. Just let us pass.
Troll rock throw. Witchessy strike no back. Just talky. Witcher, good? Only you. Witchess's monster kills trolls monsters. Yes, true is. No face make. We do go this. Use sharp back clubs leave here. Use pass. No agrees? We smash.
Me encanta, hablan como una especie de rima todo fea, ¿sabes?
All right, we'll leave our swords here. Pick them up on the way back.
We want them know. Lick metal. Mouth stings.
You nuts?
Shut up and follow my lead.
¿Te imaginas ahora que Jaskiel saca la espada y se empieza a liar a hostia? O sea, Jaskiel Lambert. Podríamos haberlos matado, pero bueno, da igual. Venga, vamos a seguir.
I think you might have missed your calling. If I remember Pappy Vesemir's lessons correctly, Witchers kill monsters.
Your memory's shit. They only kill harmful monsters.
They threw stones at us, Geralt.
Whine about it to Eskel later.
Just a few steps more, and we're there.
Well, we made it.
No denying that. Damn. Beautiful view.
Must be if you noticed it.
Geralt, who do you take me for?
Let me think. A sourpuss?
Fair enough. But save the rest of your compliments for later. Let's get to work.
Remember how this circle works? Been a while since I activated my medallion here.
It's fine, old man. No need to make excuses. Light the torches and place the phylactery on the altar. I'll handle the rest. How'd it go? Water, then earth, then air?
All right, phylactery's in place.
Then all we gotta do is wait. The container will absorb the power of the elements, while we catch a breather. So, how'd you deal with the trolls when you passed the trial of the medallion?
Let me think. Oh yeah, used Axie, but I only had to get past one troll. Other two were busy.
Yeah, useful sign, Axie. Saved my life a short while ago.
Sense a good story coming.
One of the best. A couple of road robbers stopped me. One pointed a crossbow at me, and the other started rummaging through my satchel, and made the man with the crossbow shoot his friend, then hang himself.
Wow, truly great story.
Isn't it? Real side splitter, I think.
Tell me, you always been such a cynical bastard?
No, I was adorable before Vesemir brought me to KAER MORHEN.
Think it's that bad being a Witcher?
Guess I could have been someone worse. Just a shame I had no choice.
It was our destiny.
Destiny? Let me tell you about destiny. My dad was a drunk. He'd knock a few back, then beat me and Mom bloody. We prayed for his death every night. One day our prayers were almost answered. Dad lost his way coming home from the tavern, walked smack into a nest of neckers. But some witcher saved him. Know what he wanted in return? Give me the first thing you see when you get home. My life. For the life of that prick? I say fuck that kind of destiny.
Didn't know. I'm sorry.
Next time you wonder why I'm so bitter, well, there's your answer. All right. We've griped enough. Let's get out of here.
No me gusta nada la armadura que llevamos, pero es la mejor.
Need to get our swords. Witcher with no swords like a man without an arm.
Sure thing, brother.
Witches is his sharp back club takes, and home goes.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I don't need convincing. Come on, Garrett, let's go.
Right. Let's get back.
After you, sir.
¿Otra carrerita o qué? No creo. Tenemos TP. Ah, no ha hecho falta, mira.
Pretty, isn't it? Interesting. Not afraid of silver.
Tiene un salón enorme, Moren. Mira, madre de Dios, pedazo de... Qué guapo. Hay mucho loot y todo por la fortaleza, Hala, mira, si por aquí hay una chimenea gigante que va de lado a lado. Conecta las dos salas. Qué chulo.
God damn it, you piece of shit!
Uh-oh.
Damn crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm sorry, but I'm in no mood for jests.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the third crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well, they're not exactly happy with you.
Why is that?
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
Heard about the bed. Really prefer to sleep on the floor?
Wouldn't recommend it. That stone can get awfully chilly.
Frankly, I prefer a chill to bedding littered with red.
Uy, 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 uy,
So
uy.
upset about Triss, you gotta take it out on the furniture?
Would you prefer I take it out some other way? Geralt, I don't want to seem like a vindictive shrew, but that very bed is where you just happened to fuck a dear friend of mine. Yes, I know, you'd lost your memory. Whatever. Let us agree that I will refrain from scolding you while you will stop mentioning that stupid bed. Agreed?
Agreed.
Splendid. On to more pressing matters.
You got trust issues with us?
No. Actually, I fear you don't trust me. So I'd rather keep certain things secret, for the time being.
Pretty tortured logic.
It may seem that way now, but you'll understand in time.
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid, the other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either of them.
Taken care of.
Is that so? My, the initiative. That leaves one other trifle to resolve. As you saw, my megascope's acting up, in rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby, generating disturbances, making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
Who you plan to contact? Or is that a secret too?
No secret at all. Ida Emian. Remember her?
How could I forget? Member of the Lodge, Elven Sage.
Exactly, a sage. As the name suggests, she should know a great deal. I'd like to ask her for advice about Uma. Satisfied?
Your sorceress friends, the sage and not-so-sage, they've let me down before. But if we gotta, we gotta.
If only you'd been this cautious with all of them. But no matter. Thank you for your permission.
All right. How do I find the source?
Use this Potestaquizitor.
Potestaquizitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are. Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for? Ah, one more thing. Thank you, Geralt.
Nothing here.
Vale, let's go para abajo.
Oh, got a signal. Signal's growing stronger.
Pero si no gira, tiene que girar, ¿no?
Can't be far now.
Ahora.
So, Yennefer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
¿Será Uma?
Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
See you later, Vesemir. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot.
Can we talk? How can I help you? I'm looking for Ciri. Ashen hair, scar on her cheek. Seen her? You think universals exist as real and distinct entities, or only as mental constructs?
Ay, me encanta Uma.
So do I. So long. Aha. Getting warmer. Warmer. Mounted witchering just never took off. Mounted witchering just never took off.
Look at the fire. Now look here. Pupils functioning normally.
Signal's growing stronger. Can't be far now. Aha. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot.
No reaction to dimeridium.
Mounted witchering just never took off. Mounted witchering just never took off.
Look. Like that? Pretty, isn't it? Interesting. Not afraid of silver.
Can we? So long. Aha. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot.
Look at the fire. Now look here. Pupils functioning normally. Hold this. No reaction to dimeridium.
Shit. Lost the signal. Nothing here. Oh, got a signal. Signal's growing stronger. Can't be far now. Aha. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot.
Pulse weak, but regular.
Ah, there you are. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot.
Look at the fire.
Ah, there you are. Disturbance is coming from there. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope. Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes.
Vuelta para arriba. Qué grande es esta torre, ¿eh? Pero qué chula.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
No, he probably knew. But that's the sort of prank you only pull on someone you like.
You don't suppose he... Lambert? Really? I'm flattered. Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kednel Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade?
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elaine, Kedmil Foli, Gledev Dawn Eptenid, Bondro Isne Iacus.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes. In legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Severn. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
Let me guess. You want something in return.
If I may, Gwynblade, I'd like to request. Stop guessing. Just listen. The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it. But do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end. Or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade. For you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
Any idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
All in all, interesting conversation. What now?
You can start by apologizing for acting like a boor, despite my asking you not to.
I'm sorry. It's just when Ida started in with that patronizing tone.
You decided to prove she was completely justified to adopt that attitude. Well done, Geralt. Bravo. Oh, enough. All is ready. We should gather the others and begin. Listen, everyone. All is in place. We may begin. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Eskel, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us, but it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion...
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that. Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself, or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
Do as you will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
Ooh, sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit, Geralt.
Something not quite right?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Wow. You don't exactly mince words.
I'm too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask nicely. Shall we go? You can rejoin them afterwards, in an hour. Or two.
Venga, vale.
Or three.
I'll hold you to that.
Or three, dice el tío. Ay. Van a acabar en el castillo, esos lobos.
Well, well. Lovebirds decided to join us. Enjoy yourselves?
You heard the answer to that question, Lambert. Besides, not our business. Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
What have you been up to, Lambert? Any interesting contracts before you set off in search of Caridin?
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's where the gold's to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush, I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble. Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant. Just a fat forest troll. And a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the roads safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
Could have spared the troll.
To eat roots and sleep in roadside ditches? I needed the coin. And not a soul mourned that troll's passing.
Let's raise a mug to his memory. Least we can do.
Where'd you go while you were away, Eskel?
Aldersburg. Hunted a higher vampire.
Oh ho ho. Dangerous horse sons, those.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My client threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
Mixing work and romance? Bad idea. Vampire could have caught you with your pants down.
Suppose so. But you look the way I do, you gotta grab every chance you can get.
Maybe you should wear a mask permanently.
And maybe you should wear a gag.
What about the vampire?
I'd made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies, and then I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
Cabrón. Vete a la mierda. Está hablando sobre Uma. Tris va tirando. Uy, es que...
We were talking about Uma, weren't we?
The night is young. Got time to talk about everything.
Qué cabrón.
Lambert. Not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only...
You fucking what?
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because...
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first... How do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
Unless Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
It'll be the first trial in years, decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late. Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
Sí, mamá.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
Mitad gaviota blanca, tú.
So, what's this about a Samavilla?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yokel fell head over heels in love. Wanted me to trap her. Turned him down, so he tried it on his own with a fishing net. Bet you they're still dancing a mazurka in some fallow field.
Great story. With a moral, too.
Really? What's that?
Stay away from dangerous women.
Pesado es Jazz de Lambert, tío.
Alright, change the subject.
Because you refuse to admit I'm right? Whatever. Fine.
Stop being a smartass. Poor.
Colder and up a nice giant's ass in here. Gentlemen, I shall return. Gotta go drain the dragon.
You and Lambert get along?
In a way. I've learned not to talk to him about certain things.
Guessing that's quite a list.
It is.
Hello, young'uns. Got your own little carnival going, eh? Alcohol, my good man, is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk. The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting. Or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels.
Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right. One Vesemir's enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel. I'll pour. To the brim. 'Cause without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body cast.
Come on, let's have some fun.
Are we boring you?
No, it's just kinda...
Slow. Pretty boy's right. Listen, there's this game a student from Oxenford taught me. Someone starts by saying, I've never, and finishing the sentence however they want. Who's ever done that thing downs a shot. Then it's the next guy's turn.
Sounds great. You start.
I've never slept with a succubus.
Uy, 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 uy. Yo creo que sí. Toma.
How about that? Expected Geralt might have, but you? Eskel. Still waters run deep.
I'm a sucker for women with horns. Right, my turn. I've never, after a bender, woken up wearing nothing but my knickers.
Buah, de una. Yo sí, en el juego y en la vida real.
Geralt? Lambert's a lost cause, but you? What would Papa Vesemir say?
I think Papa Vesemir would have drank that round too.
All right, Geralt, your turn. I've never...
Jumped out a lover's window.
That's so. Must have been one tough character whose wife you were plowing.
That wasn't it. He was a friend. Didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah, you're a true friend.
Right, men. Let's end on that. Or else I'll never be able to look you in the eyes again.
Vodka. Vodka's gone. Who's gonna go get some more?
Already went to get food.
All right, I'll do it. Kitchen. It's that way, right?
Lambert, bud, gotta tell you something.
Yeah?
Sometimes you're a real jackass, but I love you, brother.
And sometimes you're a real blowhard. But damn it, I'd go to hell and back for you. Come here, you oaf. Damn. Broke.
Good thing it was empty. Where's Eskel? Should have been back by now. We ought to look around.
This is a job for Vesemir.
Not again. Take that hat off.
Where's that whippersnapper wandered off to? He could be beleaguered, I wager. Come, men, to the rescue.
Esto me recuerda a la misión del Red Redemption 2.
Eskel, you drunk! Get out
De
here!
la misión de Lenny. Lenny? Where is Lenny?
Eskel!
Spilled some wine and crawled through it.
Had to kneel down to see that.
If I'd have bent over, I'd have puked. Eskel, chop, chop.
A que está dormido tirado por ahí. Ya verás.
Eskel, you drunk! Get out here!
Eskel, chop, chop.
Eskel, you drunk! Get out here!
Madre mía, cómo va, chaval. Míralo. ¿Ves las pisadas, no?
Eskel! Eskel!
Eskel.
Hey, hear that?
Sounded like panting of a wounded wyvern.
Damn it.
Think he hurt himself.
What's one scar more or less in his case?
Eskel's close.
Hang in there, brother. We're coming. Eskel, you drunk! Get
Está con la
out
cabra. Blanquita. Lol.
Hey, look. There he is.
with his ever faithful little bleeder. Hello, Eskel. Wake up.
What? What happened?
Got sloshed, stewed, and 57 other varieties of drunk. That's what happened. Get up. Time to have a drink.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna puke. 3 of us get together, always ends like this.
Let's find a fourth. Better. A woman.
Nothing here but Yen. Oh, we don't want to wake her up, believe me.
What about that sorceress you talked to? Think about it. We turn on the megascope, cordially invite her, she teleports here. Maybe bring some friends. How's that sound?
Hostia, ¿podemos hacer eso? Venga.
Lambert, you're a genius.
Of course I am. So, we inviting the lodge to our bash?
Fuck yeah! Summon the bitches!
Qué ciegos van, por favor. Yo esto no lo hice la última vez. Fui obediente y nos fuimos pronto a la
How's
cama.
this work?
Well, twist here, turn there, and you gotta say something in Elvish.
Easy peasy, let's do it.
Hey, hang on. When this Ida sees us, we'll scare her off. I mean, we don't look anything like sorceresses.
I know. Yennefer's clothes. Let's dress up. Bags are over there.
What's this thing you got for dressing up?
Shut it, wise ass, or I'll lace your corset up so tight you'll shit in your bloomers.
Venga, vamos, de cabeza.
Stop whining, Eskel. Times you gotta squeeze into some
frippery.
We don't tell a soul, understand?
Nos va a pillar la moza, ya verás. Hostia, qué grande.
Sure brought a lot of crap. You'd think she was moving in.
Shh. You'll scare Geralt.
Ay, por favor. Aquí tiene que haber un asterisco que no he pasado. Ah, no, están aquí. Ya está.
Yes, perfect. Like it was made for you.
Sure. As soon as I let it out a bit in the waist.
Stop talking, get dressed. Not that one. Won't compliment your complexion. Damn, Eskel. You got an hourglass figure.
And you're an ass. Come on, go. Thing's tight as hell.
Now, I'll do the talking. You two fiddle with the crystals. Cadmil blood et hocus pocus abracadabra splither.
What is this? Who's that?
So sorry. We were never here.
Guards! More paper, Excellency! Oh, you oaf! The lodge has come for me!
I trust you have an explanation for this. A very good one. Go to bed. Now.
Hemos sido malos. Y hemos acabado en gallumbos,
Damn.
literalmente.
What a dream.
Hostia, qué guapo. No sabía que se podía hacer esto en el juego.
See everyone's up and at 'em.
And reeking of booze. That hat was a memento, Lambert.
Relax, old man. It'll come out in the wash.
You can give the boys a rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Guess your gravestone and hemlock method didn't work.
Not entirely, but I did learn something. While you were out hunting forktails and playing with a megascope, I examined Uma. Noticed one thing. At moments of, what's the term, relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause, awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan, and it wasn't Uma's voice.
All right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Then keep silent. Thank you, Vesemir. And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit, but I suppose I have to trust you.
Thought we got rid of that table ages ago.
Must be 50 years since I last saw sad Albert.
Couldn't bear to part with it. Thought we might find a use for it one day. You know how old people are.
Sure. Every grandpa out there's got an attic full of torture devices.
Right. So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we...
Do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
You don't know who's trapped in Uma's body. How did you figure the proportions?
Performed a series of complex calculations. Extrapolated some data. Ran simulations.
Meaning you guessed.
Bueno, gente, hasta aquí el vídeo de hoy, ¿vale? Espero que lo hayáis pasado bien, que os hayáis hecho unas risas y sobre todo que hayáis disfrutado, que es lo más importante. Y sin más dilación me despido y nos vemos en el próximo vídeo. Adiós.